All right, out here in Utah at a school. All right, out here in Utah at a schoolyard. Perfect. All right. Again, this is JR out here in Utah. Let's check our settings real quick. Volume. We're by ourselves, so we'll crank it up. All terrain. I've been testing silver coins and so forth, and the high conductor setting on my MindLab Manicore is definitely more sensitive, and so I'm going to run it in all terrain. We'll do a noise cancel. Looks like it likes the 6. We'll do ground balance. We'll see what it likes. That's really high. Let's try again. It should settle play down. There it goes. Still pick up a little bit. Let's try it again. And I've had a lot of people say just to run it in 0. See, I don't think it's ground balanced. And I can put it on tracking. It'll just kind of ground balance as I go. That's what we're tracking on. Okay, recovery speed 5. I'm going to go down to 3. Get a little depth. This is an older school. Let's see. Ferris limits, Ferris volume. We'll leave it at 1. Back. 5 region all-tone, normal audio, multi IQ. And here we go. Let's see if we can find anything. Whoops. Let's see if my number is. Working. Probably a couple of high tones right there. That could be a dime. Let's see. A couple of targets there. Working right along the blacktop area. Again, welcome everyone to the live. I don't like how it's bouncing up into the. A bunch of targets. I'm trying to pinpoint just one of them. Welcome to the live. Kind of a different target, right? Here. Let's dig this one. Ground's nice and hard. It's still down there. Let's see. I caught something on the side. Let's see. Turn ground, balance this. Take another scoop out of there. It's kind of an iffy signal because it was going into the 90s, but then also hitting on the 40s. Huh. You know what? That could just mean it's a big, large target, maybe a pipe or something underneath there. A lot of times when it hits that upper 90s, like in the 97, that's what it normally means. Cover a hole up real nice. Get away from this trashy area. I wanted to get me a long sleeve shirt. I'm out here in the sun all the time, and so I got me one of these. And so it has the, I don't know if you can see it. So I figure I'm kind of hiding in plain sight now. People won't pay attention to me. Probably think I'm looking for a sprinkler pipe or something. Okay, that's what I'm looking for right there. Make sure it stays the same as I go on 90. It changed a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a quarter. I think it's going to be I don't know, either a quarter or a dime. Quarters normally hit about 83. Dimes hit about between 70 and 80. But you also get memorial pennies that hit at 80 as well. You dig a lot of, still in the hole. You dig a lot of memorial pennies, that's for sure. So again, welcome to live, everyone. If you can like the live and share, it's right there. It's on the sidewall. Hey, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. There you go. I dropped that. Ooh, I dropped it twice. Oh, it's not that nail, is it? Wow. Normally I don't get nails that hit that high. I wonder, because I have this, just should be discriminated at. I have it at a number 1. So I wonder if we have another target in here. Because I really don't think that was the. Let's move this and try it again. Yeah, there's no way that was the target. Move this plug a little bit out of my way. So it looks like I must have missed it. It's off to the side a little bit more. Yeah, I was going to say there's no way there was that nail. It's nice about once you learn your machine, you kind of will know what you should and shouldn't be digging. All right, let's see if we can get it now. I really didn't be that deep either. There we go. Let's see. Turn my camera. Wow. Okay. Still not got it. Well, it's out. Okay. Hey, welcome to the live. I appreciate you being on here. Now, let's. Okay. There we go. It's in this clump. There it is. It would be a dime. So get a whoops, get an age on it, a date on it. 19. Are you serious? 19. I want to say 65. You know what? My wife got me this. Unfortunately, I think it's plastic, so it's not going to last long. Let's see if I can. 1965. So if you guys are aware of silver coins, they stopped making silver in 64. So if you can pull a 65 dime, chances are there's a 64 or older around here. Hey, thank you for the heart gift. Appreciate it. Yeah. So if you can find a 65, you know you're in an area where there potentially could be silver. This is an older school. It's actually decommissioned. It's still owned by the school board, so I can legally be on the grounds. Good afternoon. Welcome. Thanks again for that heart me gift. I appreciate it. Caroline, welcome. Thanks for following the live. There's another target right there as well. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Appreciate it. Hello. Now this one's coming up more like a quarter. Let's see if we can pinpoint it a little better. Thanks. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Come on. Let's see. It's a couple of targets here. I got my 11-inch coil on, so it's a little. Thank you. Now it's coming at 98. Always kind of concerns me when it jumps up that high. It could be a large piece of something. Okay. Dig this. I'm digging a little bigger than I normally do just because, again, it's a little harder to pinpoint. If you guys can double tap on your screen where you think the target is. And I've mentioned in my lives before that I try to dig my plugs almost like a horseshoe, like a U shape. That way it doesn't kill the grass. Okay, let's see. Right there. I'm going to say it's a quarter. Right on it. Okay, let's try to get it on this a little better. Might be on the side there still. That's still out. Oh, let's see. Oh, I think it is a big piece of iron. Oops. Yep, look at that big piece of iron. That's why I was shooting up to 97. Even in my test garden where I have all my silver and clad, I never hit a 97. And if you notice, it was like a real good 80 signal, and I turned 90 degrees on the target, and it went up to 97. But I also have learned, no matter if I'm in new spots, you want to, let's see, you want to dig sketchy targets, just because you never know. Let's see, we got a 26 there. So that should be a nickel. As long as it doesn't go to 30, it stays at 26, 27. Again, that should be a nickel target all day. Oops. Let's see. Right in my hand. Oh, I said, no. That's rare I get tinfoil at that VDI number. I'm going to retest it. Because it'll definitely pick up tinfoil, but that was it. Wow. I would not have expected that. Normally tinfoil is going to be, well, tinfoil can be all over the board, but normally it's going to be more in the 30s. Yeah, I'm kind of hiding in plain sight today because I have my yellow construction shirt thing I got off Amazon on. When I see across the fence here, they have one of the workers out there working on sprinklers. He's probably looking at me like, are you my replacement or what? Jumpy, and again, it's jumping up into the high 90s and it's dragging way down here on my 2D screen, which means it's probably something big. $25, $26. It's dropping down to 17. It's still staying on the horizontal line though, which is pretty good. Let's see. It's probably gonna be can slaw because there's a piece right on top. Let me see if it was picking that up. That's what it was. Lots of targets. Okay, welcome from Mexico. My little sister, who unfortunately passed away here about a month ago, used to live south of Guadalajara. She married a gentleman, and they. Thanks for the heart gift. It was the 70s. Oh, where's that 70 at? Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, she was young also. I think right at about 50. I don't know if she'd actually turned 50 yet. There's 78. Yeah, she lived an exciting life though. She did a lot of stuff. Let's see. Hey, Doug. I have a good target. I'm just trying to pinpoint it a little tighter. Yeah, I think it's right there. Oh, nice. Do you guys find anything good? Yeah, it's still deep. Deep targets today. But again, this is an old school. Let's see. So you drove 17 hours. Whereabouts did you guys go? Get right on. Let's see. That's cool. I was out detecting last night on a private permission. I have. Oh, nice. Oh, is it gonna be iron? Yep, I can feel it. Get it out. Oh, this might have to stay. No, you got it. That big old nail. A cannonball would be cool. Yeah, that would be awesome. I found it was probably from the 50s, maybe as early as the 70s, but it's a heads or tails coin. They had a nudie thing on there, kind of made it copper. So heads on one side, tails on the other. And I always show the homeowners what I found, and they really liked that. And so I left everything with them. But I did take some pictures of it. That's scary. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. There's a lot of targets in here. So again, that's right in nickel range, but it's painting weird on my screen. So I'm going to say it's something ferrous. Thanks, guys, for all the gifts. I appreciate it. If you guys could like the live and share, that'd be great. Thanks, guys, for all the gifts. Appreciate it. I'm trying to think what I found here last time. Spanish Real. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm not in an area where you probably find something like that. I did go to Hawaii years and years ago, and I detected down there with my Excalibur, which is a Mind Lab one, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have the proper equipment, but it still was a lot of fun. Wow, 1635. That's a pretty good one there for a nickel. Oh, come on. Wow. And was that on like a private permission or something that he found that? I just don't like how it's. Normally I would dig that signal, but the way it's painted on my 2D screen makes it look kind of junky. Yeah, when it jumps at 97, that's telling me it's probably going to be iron. That's cool. Yeah, it's crazy. 1635. I guess after all these hurricanes and stuff, it's probably always kicking up new stuff too. So you can go back to the beach, consistently. Hey guys, appreciate it. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, that's a 63. I'm gonna come over by the little concrete wall where some people might have been sitting and something fall off. Yeah, it's a good signal in gold. Well, yeah, no, we lost it. I'm always looking at this 2D screen because it should tell you if it's what kind of signal. Yeah, I have the Manicore. Absolutely love it. Oh, nice. I am running 5 tones, yep. And in my test garden, I've tested all kinds of different settings, and the high conductivity seems to give me the best performance. And so I used to just leave it in all or general, but this one. Let's see. I am running. Let's see. Volumes cranked up, all train high, noise cancel 6, ground balance 9, recovery speed 3. I'm going to increase that so I don't go so deep. Ferris is all there. I do have Ferris volume at 1, 5 region all tone, normal audio, and multi-frequency. So pretty stock. So this sounds pretty good. I found a lot of pendants in the mid 40s. This is a 43. I forgot if I found a pendant here or a ring last time I was here. That was live on TikTok. I'm sorry, what's that? Let's see. What's your upper and lower? I think they're just stock. Let's see. 9 and 3. So that should just be, yeah, it's just stock. What do you recommend? Let's see. But I guess it depends on what you're hunting too. 8 and 2. Okay. Big piece of iron or aluminum. So I'm sorry. You said. Let's see. Let me see that again. 8 and 2. And I need to figure those settings out a little bit more, just so you know how it is. You go and make all the changes, and then you have to do a factory reset. Yep, that's why I just upped mine to recovery of 5. I've heard that if you go lower, you get more depth, but it doesn't do the separation. You like the two-tone? And are you mainly just hunting beaches then, or like you were saying, it's going to be a penny? Okay, fields. Maybe we'll get a weedy. Get lucky. Let's see. Not not too deep. You, you know, I've when I was driving over here, I drove past a couple of places where they were doing the hay, and I was just wondering if I should stop and ask. I got this new app, Jaia, so it's GAIA, and it has the layers, and it gives me the kind of what used to be in certain spots. I got the 1900, 1930, 1960s map, and I notice on the maps it shows where there used to be. Oh, nice! I've never found a large scent. This should be a penny, and hopefully it's going to be a weedy. Let me turn that up. Might I drop it? Oh. Yeah, my oldest is a 1887 V nickel. Oh, up in Canada. Oh, you found a U.S. coin up there. I found a Canadian coin in a elementary lot. Oh, there it is right there. Come on, be a weedy. And it's not. It's a memorial. It wasn't tremendously deep. Won't be getting a date off that one. Yeah, I found a 1887 V nickel out on a 40-acre private permission that I have. I mailed a bunch of letters out, about 40 letters out to homeowners, property owners out there, and only heard back. Well, I heard back from a few saying, "Don't, property, don't come out here, whatever." But one lady was real nice, left me a voicemail saying, "I don't think you'll find anything, but have at it, and you keep whatever you find." Oh, nice. Couple of targets there, but nothing. Another dime. A little too low for a quarter. I have my test garden at home, and I do have silvers, half dollars, dimes, quarters buried, and that's where I keep testing everything, trying to get my machine. Well, now it's dropped to 60. So now it's dropped from 80 to in the 70s, and even hitting 60. Let's see. The Manicore, yeah, I love the Manicore. I started off. I've had like, Oh, really? Nope, it's in the plug. This stuff's like clay. Seems like it's a big target. Well, I'm like right on it. Which one do you like the best? Oh, there it is. No, is that it? Yep. So I was ringing up such a big target. It's a big piece of iron. That's wild. It came up that high though. Which coil do you like? I bought the M8. Yeah, that's what I've heard. 'Cause I watch a lot of other folks metal detect, and I kept wondering what coil they had on because it obviously wasn't the 11 or the 8, and I realized it was the 9, just because just the look of the coil is a little bit different. I've always liked elliptical coils. I feel like they just get down deep, um, but obviously the 11s go a little bit deeper, and I can't see really running the 15 on a park or a school, just the size of holes you'd have to dig. That's pretty clean. I would think kids sitting on here and jumping off there and so forth. I could see that if I was doing fields, um, that would definitely be nice. I forgot the coil I had for my. I have a GPZ 7000, and I had the big one. I forgot what it was. I ended up selling it. I just never used it. I think it was a 19. I can imagine. Well, like my GPZ, you have to have that bungee system. I use the one from Doc's Detecting to take weight off. It redistributes it. Yeah, it redistributes the weight. So it definitely helps. I don't dig these low 30s because normally they're going to be aluminum, but that tone's a little better than normal, not as grunty. So I think I'm gonna check this. Somebody lost their toy. What kind of animal is this? I'll put it right here on the. I'm in Utah. We'll put that bad boy right back there, so they come back looking for it. Now, if it was a Matchbox, I'd take it home or Hot Wheels. Staying tight. Ontario, yeah, I've been there. Nice. You ever been down here to Utah? Oh, okay. There it is, right there. No, it probably was. Yeah, Utah's a nice place. Pull tab. That was a little high for a pull tab. Most of my pull tabs are 30, 31. Yeah, Utah's a nice place. And I'm actually originally from Kansas, so I'm not from Utah. We kind of moved all over. And when I was like 13, we moved here. And crazy story. We moved in this neighborhood, and I met this lot of history back there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I met this girl, and then we didn't see each other for maybe 4 years, something like that. And we met each other again when we were 15, and been together ever since. So crazy that I moved in her neighborhood like that, and then we again got back together later. Yeah, the house I was on last night, I've been there a couple of times, and there's some issues with the property, um, some illegal activity, and the gentleman who owned it had allowed some people to move in, and they did some things that they shouldn't have been doing. So these guys are out there cleaning it up. It's his brother, because the other gentleman passed away. Let's see, here we go. And when I first stopped, they're like, well, they're kind of leery of what my intentions were, and they had actually lost something. I won't say what it is. They lost something on the property, so I offered. Thank you, appreciate it. And we stopped by a couple of different times, and I stopped over yesterday, and they had mowed the yard because it was all weeds, and so they were concerned there might be stuff out in the yard. They didn't want somebody to get hurt. Went detected, but all I found was memorials. I did find that cool token I mentioned to you, copper token with the heads or tails from 50s through the 70s. Best guess using Google. And but I'm suspect that they'd brought dirt in because all the targets, yeah, it's in the plug. All the targets were at about 8 to 10 inches, and I would get through the soft dirt, actually some of the softest dirt I've ever dug. I'd get down to more of the clay. And I asked the brother, he's like, no. He goes, my brother's owned this property. Oh, wow. I dug a big plug for nothing, it looks like. And he says, no, my brother's owned it for 30 years or whatever. He goes, he's never brought dirt in. So it's in there. Let's see. It's a penny. Probably a sheet. Well, yeah, it's probably a shield from as shiny as it is. That's a Lincoln. Clean the back a little more. Yeah, you can see the actually you really can't. I can't tell. I would say it's too shiny for a Wheatie because that should be copper. Probably just a memorial, a newer memorial. Fill these holes back in so you never know we were here. I always try to pack out any junk I find too. Obviously that little toys, some little kid lost that, so we'll leave it for them. But if I find other stuff, just try to leave it better than when I got here. So I've been doing some other testing in my test garden, and when the ground is wet, your targets do come through better. And so if you have an opportunity to go out to some place, and I don't know if that's in all soils or what, but there, a little jumpy, 70s. Let's see, 70. Now it's going up to 97. But yeah, kind of interesting to wet the yard or whatnot and test it and see if that helps. And I've heard that you can get up to like 15 to 20% um, deeper after the ground has been soaked up. So kind of interesting. So some of these places I do like to go to, and as I'm testing different settings and trying to get maximum depth, places where I found silver before, um, I will try to find out when they're going to water. It'll still be there. See, now it's coming up 98, which is telling me it's probably going to be iron. So yeah, welcome everyone to the. Is that it? What is it? Aluminum, I believe. Huh. I don't think it's anything valuable. I found one thing and I almost threw it away. Thought it was a crinkled gum wrapper. I realized it was a bent up silver thimble. And I just happened to take one extra look at it, and you could tell the little bit of pattern from the thimble. And that was a cool find. Then another piece at the same permission place I have. And this one was, I thought it was just a bent piece of aluminum like that one we just found. And what it was an old 1930s dog tag that had been bent over in half. And the only reason I even took a second look at it is I realized there was a hole at one end. And I did not even try to unfold it, obviously, because it'd just break it. Good signal, but it's coming in way up high on the 2D screen. Surprisingly, I'm actually cooler having this long sleeve shirt on. Normally I have just a regular t-shirt. And so, and like I told you guys, I got me one of these bright, what is it, yellow, orange, or not orange, green or something. Whoops. Uh, yeah, I'm actually from Utah. I've always had pretty good luck going right along the blacktop where it meets up with the grass. Obviously, when it rains or they pressure wash, I've always had pretty good luck going right along the blacktop where it meets up with the grass. Obviously, when it rains or they pressure wash, they push Huh. Hard. I was gonna say. I didn't think it was that one. In my hand. Yep, more aluminum. Got a little bit of a hint of a decent one, the 88. And the age of this school, I would think there would be silver here. Again, that first target we hit was a 65 done. So we're in that time period. It's a whole different target. And again, I'm sure it's going to be aluminum, but it's still in that nickel range. Yeah, that is right there. Looks nice and tight on the 2D screen. Not too deep. Good afternoon. Thanks for being on the live. You guys get a chance to follow, that'd be great. My daughter and son-in-law were in Vegas for a couple of days on a vacation. So we had their kids, and then another one of my grandkids over for 3 days. So it was busy. I did not get out detecting like I normally do. Which I'm in Utah. So currently I'm in Orem, Utah, which is about 30 miles or so south of Salt Lake City. Okay, it's out. Let's see. Oh, maybe not. Thought it was. Okay. Aluminum. Yep, another piece. And that actually sounded really, really good. Okay. Lots of targets. It's a good one, as long as it stays there. It should be a dime. Could be a memorial. Probably going to be a dime. Still down there. Now it's ringing up at 98. It's telling me it's probably going to be iron. Further back. It's out. Oops. Oh, it's a coin. Yeah, it's only a memorial. I hit it. See if we can get a year off. Yeah. 1976. Yeah, too bad I hit that. Normally I don't get that aggressive with the shovel after I've already dug a plug. But when it hit 97 like that, I was assuming it was probably going to be a piece of iron, which I didn't really care as much. All right, on that note, I'm going to end the live because the phone's almost dead. There's another school that I actually went to first, but they were doing the maintenance, so I gave them their space. They should be gone now. So if I can get my phone charged up fast enough, I will go live here shortly. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.